One accusation, one moment. It was a live TV showdown that stopped the world. Tucker Carlson, the conservative titan, locked horns with Joy Reid, the fearless voice of progress. In a single devastating blow, he tore into her legacy, leaving her stunned, her reputation hanging by a thread. But Joy Reid wasn't finished. Her blistering comeback set the stage ablaze, shocking millions. What secret did Carlson unleash? Who walked away victorious? This is the clash that shattered the airwaves, and you won't believe what happened next. Hit that like button, smash subscribe, ring the bell, and hold on tight for a story that'll leave you speechless. Tucker Carlson was a lightning rod. Born in San Francisco in 1969, the son of an artist mother and a gonzo journalist father who later became a diplomat, he grew up in privilege, shaped by elite schools like Trinity College. His career was a jagged climb, writing for the Weekly Standard in the 90s, sparring on CNN's Crossfire in the early 2000s, then crashing with his MSNBC show, Tucker, by 2008. Fox News was where he found his throne. From 2016 to 2023, Tucker Carlson Tonight dominated cable, pulling in millions with his razor-sharp takes on immigration, COVID policies, and January 6 conspiracies. Critics called him a peddler of white grievance politics. Supporters hailed him as a truth-teller. When Fox fired him in 2023, he didn't blink. He launched Tucker on X, interviewing figures like Vladimir Putin, Andrew Tate, and even Trump himself, cementing his place as conservative media's untouchable king. His smirk, his biting sarcasm, his knack for framing issues as us versus them, it made him a hero to some, a villain to others. But no one could ignore him. Joy Reid was his mirror opposite. Born in Brooklyn in 1968 to a Congolese father and a Guyanese professor mother, she was a child of immigrants who fought her way to the top. A Harvard graduate, she cut her teeth in local journalism in Florida, covering crime and politics with a sharp eye. By 2014, she landed at MSNBC with the Reid Report, followed by AM Joy, and in 2020, she made history as cable's first black female primetime anchor with the ReidOut. Her books, like The Man Who Sold America, shredded Trump's legacy, earning her praise as a heroine of the anti-Trump resistance from the New York Times. Her takes on race, gender, and justice were unflinching, but conservatives, Tucker included, branded her a race baiter. Their feud was vicious. In 2021, Tucker mocked her as the race lady, sneering at her Harvard degree on air. Reid hit back, dubbing him a segregationist housewife from the 1950s and Tuckums in biting segments. X lit up with their jabs, setting the stage for a collision that would shake the nation. It was 2025, and America was a battlefield. Trump's second term had the country split, half cheering, half raging. Every headline was a fight, every TV screen a war zone. A major network, chasing ratings, staged a live debate to pit Tucker Carlson against Joy Reid. The topic was broad: race, power, the future of America. But the real draw was the grudge match. These two had traded barbs for years, but never face-to-face, never live, never with the world watching. The studio was a cauldron. Lights glared, the crowd buzzed, phones glowed with X posts already trending. Number Tucker versus Reid. Tucker stood at his podium, cool, confident, his trademark smirk in place, years of TV battles sharpening his edge. Joy faced him, her posture steady, her eyes burning with resolve, ready to defend her truth. The moderator's voice cut through the tension, and the debate ignited. Tucker attacked woke culture, claiming it divided the nation. Joy countered, her voice sharp, citing centuries of systemic injustice. "You can't erase history, Tucker," she said. "Facts don't bend to your narrative." He laughed, low and cutting. "Facts, Joy? Let's talk about the ones you choose to ignore." The crowd murmured, sensing blood. X posts surged. "Tucker's cooking. Joy's holding her own." For 20 minutes, they traded blows. Policy, culture, Trump's legacy. Tucker leaned on stats, framing America as a victim of progressive overreach. Joy fired back, her arguments rooted in data and lived experience, calling out wealth gaps and voter suppression. It was a masterclass in controlled fury, each landing hits, neither yielding. Then Tucker's tone changed. He leaned forward, his voice dropping to a dangerous calm. "Joy, you've built your career on calling out lies," he said, his eyes locked on hers. "But what happens when the liar's in your mirror?" The crowd hushed. Joy's brow creased, her lips parting slightly. "What are you playing at, Tucker?" she asked, her voice tight. He didn't blink. Something big was coming. "I've got a source," Tucker said, his words slow, deliberate. "Someone deep inside MSNBC. They say the ReidOut didn't just end in February 2025. They say you were pushed out, Joy, caught twisting stories, cherry-picking facts to push your agenda. Your own network called you out. You're not the truth teller you claim to be." The studio froze. A collective gasp ripped through the crowd. Joy's face betrayed her. Her eyes widened, her jaw clenched, her hands gripped the podium. This wasn't a policy jab. It was a dagger to her core. Her show, her platform, her legacy as a journalist, smeared on live TV for millions to see. X exploded. Number Joy Reid exposed. Number Tucker drops bombshell. Clips of Joy's stunned expression went viral. Memes captioned, "When Tucker ends you." Joy didn't break. Her shock morphed into fury. She stepped forward, her voice rising, raw with defiance. "You're a fraud, Tucker. You dare question my work? You who spent years pushing January 6th conspiracies, anti-vax lies, fear-mongering for clicks? I've fought for truth, race, justice, equality, while you've built an empire on division." She pointed, her eyes blazing. "My source? The American people who see through your game. You want to come for me? I'm right here." The crowd roared, split, half cheering, half jeering. Tucker's smirk flickered, caught off guard by her fire. The moderator stammered, trying to rein in the chaos, but the moment was gone. Cameras captured every second, Joy's blazing comeback, Tucker's faltering composure. This was no debate. This was war. The broadcast ended in pandemonium. Tucker walked off, his head high but his silence loud. Joy stayed, addressing the crowd, her voice steady. "I stand by every word I've said," she declared. "The truth doesn't bend." MSNBC rushed out a statement. "Joy Reid's record is impeccable. These claims are baseless." Tucker took to his X show the next day, doubling down. "I stand by my source," he said, teasing more without evidence. "The truth will come out." The accusation that Joy had manipulated stories, leading to her show's end, had no public proof, but the damage was done. X became a battleground. Memes of Joy's fiery retort trended alongside Carlson's smug accusation. "Joy just burned him," one post read. Another, "Tucker exposed her lies." Hashtags #Reid fights back and #Joy Reid exposed dueled for dominance. Joy returned to her platform, guest hosting on MSNBC, her voice unshaken. "I've spent decades reporting facts," she said, citing her 2025 NAACP Image Award, her books, her historic role. "No smear can erase that." But the whispers lingered. Her critics, emboldened by Tucker's claim, pointed to her polarizing takes on race, her 2018 blog controversy where old posts surfaced with anti-gay remarks. Her defenders rallied, calling Carlson's accusation a desperate hit job, noting his own history of inflammatory claims, like calling white supremacy a hoax in 2019. Tucker thrived in the chaos, his X following swelling, his narrative of a corrupt media gaining traction. Joy's supporters saw her as a warrior, her comeback proof of her strength. The nation split. Some saw Joy as a victim of a conservative attack. Others questioned her credibility. The question burned. Was Tucker's source real? A leaked memo? A disgruntled producer? Or pure fiction? If true, it could tarnish Joy's legacy, casting doubt on her years of breaking barriers. If false, it was Carlson at his peak, weaponizing rumors to dismantle a rival. The truth stayed elusive, a shadow hanging over both. Joy's defiance held her ground, but the accusation left a mark. Tucker, no stranger to backlash, walked away unscathed, his smirk intact. That night wasn't just a debate, it was a seismic clash of power, trust, and truth. Tucker aimed to break Joy, exposing cracks in her armor. Joy's fiery retort proved she was no easy target, turning his attack into her rally cry. In 2025, with America fractured, this moment laid bare the stakes. Who controls the story? Who gets to claim the truth? Tucker and Joy, two giants, left the stage change. Him emboldened, her resilient but shadowed. The world watched, breathless, for the next move. Was Joy's career at risk, or had she turned the tables on Tucker's game? What do you think? Was Tucker's bombshell a devastating truth, or a calculated lie? Did Joy's comeback win the day, or does the doubt linger? Drop your take in the comments. Let's keep this storm raging. This clash exposed the raw heart of our divided nation, and the story's far from over. Will Joy rise stronger? Will Tucker's next move hit harder? We're tracking every twist, so stay with us. If this gripped you, smash that like button, subscribe, and share it far and wide. Check our playlist on political firestorms. Link in description. Tell me below, what's the next showdown you want us to uncover?